Scott Curry here with the Plant Helper Florida Mulch. Good morning, I'm coming to you and I want to bring you my report on the Jacksonville and the Tampa trade shows. And what was interesting going to trade shows this spring was, how do you do your trade shows? You know, I see many times when I walk through trade shows, I see people holding their newspaper, sitting in the back of the booth and reading it. Or how about they don't pay any attention and people walk right by their booths. Every time a customer walks by your booth, it's one missed. Even the exhibitors can be your customers. I had an excellent Jacksonville and Tampa trade shows with the new company I'm working for, Florida Mulch. But I get out there and work it. I stand out in that aisleway, or if I'm sitting down, I jump up when someone's coming. What was amazing to me in Tampa was at the last 10 minutes of the trade show, I got one of my best leads. How many times do you see people take all their stuff out of their trade show and they leave 3 hours early? I got one of my best leads in the last 10 minutes of the Tampa trade show. So I'm just encouraging everyone, if you're going to spend the money on a trade show, give it all you got. Stand out there, collect your customers, pull them in like a fish hook, and give it, and make sure you don't let them walk away without doing it. So the Jacksonville trade show was a good trade show. It was full show. A lot of leads, a lot of business happening. Tampa trade show was a little slower. They changed it last year to different dates, but then this year they moved it back to some good dates. The weather was nice, and it was a little slower. Leads in the last 10 minutes of the show, and lots of business happening. It was a good trade show. Last week I put in my email that if you wanted me to bid your plant material, and just not bid it for me, I'm not a plant broker, I'm selling mulch. But if I got an opportunity to bid your mulch, I would fill in all the plant material of the nurseries that it would come from. Send me your list that you're looking for. I'll try to do it within 24 to 48 hours. Maybe even in 2 hours if I'm in my office. Scott at Curry, C-U-R-R-Y, the number 1.net. $91,000 in bids this last week. I want to make anybody successful. The landscaper looking for the material or the nurseries. We want to make win-win connections. So last week I talked to you, I was going to talk about collecting money. One of the biggest things in the industry when I walk around and I meet customers is how to collect money. How many people owe you money? What's the biggest number one saying you hear out there? Checks in the mail, checks in the mail. Who hears that all the time? Well, have you ever heard of a notice to owner, NTO? I'm going to cover that more in my next week's video, but the NTO is one of the most powerful things you can do if you ship a lot of plant material to a landscaper. With a nursery, get it credit out, get it filled out, get it signed. Or know where the customer is, know where they're in driving distance of you, so that if it doesn't work out, go get them. I encourage to all you landscapers and your nurseries, protect yourself. I had one of my customers that said their landscaper called them, and they told them to lean the job because they had more power than the landscaper did. Stay in touch. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Stay warm. Checking out Scott Curry. Have a wonderful week.